Coming to the history, it's a 4-year-old male, second by birth order, born out of second degree consanguineous marriage, resident of Bijapur. Chief complaints were distension of abdomen since 2 months, which was progressive in nature, and even he complains of fever since 8 days, which was insidious in onset, and continuous type with chills and rigor. No history of vomiting, cough, cold, or no history of bone pain, fractures, no history of increased visibility or fatigability, no history of developmental delay or neurological complications. The past history, he was there was a distension of abdomen when the child was 11 to 12 months of age. Then he was diagnosed as Gaucher's that time, and he was having a blood transfusion at the age of 2 years and 3 months. Then coming to the family history, he was having 2 siblings. The first child, he was dead for the same complaint when he was 1 year old, and the third child, he was terminated and aborted. Birth history, antenatal history, there were regular antenatal checkups were done. Natal history, there was normal vaginal delivery and the birth weight was 3 kgs were seen. Post-natal birth history, the baby cried soon after delivery and no complications were seen. Developmental history, there was neck holding seen at 3 months and all developmental milestones were achieved as per age. Now child walks, talks and even he says poems. Immunization history, there was all BCG, OPV, DPT, everything were given at the regular intervals. Next. General physical examination, you have head-to-toe examination. There was pallor seen, sunken eyes, abdomen distended with visible veins. Child irritability was present. There was no icterus, cyanosis or clubbing, no edema, no dysmorphic faces or lymphadenopathy was seen. Physical examination, your vitals, pulse was 98 per minute, respiratory rate 24 cycles per minute. Anthropometry, you have height of 1 or 2 centimeter, weight 17 kg, head circumference 14 centimeters. So coming to systemic examination per abdomen, an inspection, you have seen a visible veins, abdomen distended, umbilicus was centrally inverted, left hypochondria moves to the respiration and no scars were seen. In palpation, soft, non-tender liver enlarged 1 centimeter below the right costal cartilage, massive splenomegaly of 12.5 centimeters below the left costal margin was seen, and it was firm in consistency, rounded borders and moves with respiration. Percussion, there was no shifting dullness and liver span was 8 centimeter only. Auscultation, you have you hear only normal breath sounds 3 to 4 per minute. Respiratory system, you have normal vesicular breath sounds and no other sounds were seen. CVS, everything S1 and S2 were heard and no murmurs were seen. CNS is normal. Coming to blood investigations, you have a total WBC count of 13,100 cells per cubic mm, and neutrophils, lymphocytes, monocytes and eosinophils were in normal range. Red cell count was 4.08 million per cubic mm. Hemoglobin, there is a decrease in hemoglobin of 7.8 gram per percentage. Red cell indices were normal. Platelet count was 1.50 lakh per cubic mm and PCV was 26.6%. Coming to USG abdomen, there was mild hepatomegaly with grade 1 fatty infiltration of liver and gross splenomegaly with fatty depositions were seen. Bone marrow aspiration study, you have large cells with central to eccentric round to oval nuclei and crumpled tissue paper like cytoplasm is seen, which is suggestive of Gaucher's or pseudo-Gaucher's cells. Molecular genetic study, a known homozygous mutation was seen in L483P, which is a causative main cause in this person, which was seen in substitution of T to C at nucleotide position. Thus, L483P is likely to be a causative mutation for Gaucher's disease in this patient. Coming to the molecular genetic study, beta glucosidase was 1.29, which was normal range is 6 to 9. Diagnosis is Gaucher's disease of type 1. Coming to the discussion, Gaucher's disease is a rare autosomal recessive, potentially fatal disorder, but most common type among the lysosomal severe disorder. Type 1 Gaucher's disease is caused by deficiency of enzyme beta-glucocerebrosidase that leads to accumulation of glucocerebroside in cells of the macrophage monocyte system. Depending upon the presence of central nervous system, this is divided into 3 types. First, type 1 non-neuropathic form, which normally presents in childhood or early adulthood. Type 2 is acute neuronopathic form, which presents in childhood and rapidly progressive and fatal. Type 3 is like chronic neuropathic form, which presents in childhood but slowly is progressive. This is the pathophysiology of Gaucher's disease. You see the deficiency of beta-glucocerebrosidase here, which is preventing the metabolism of ceramide to the glycosyl cell bed. And there's another metabolic disorder here like beta-galactosidase, which causes Krebs disease. Clinical features: type 1 Gaucher's disease presents with massive painless splenomegaly of weight of 300 gram to 10 kg present. Hepatomegaly may be seen in the patient, and patient may develop anemia with thrombocytopenia with bleeding manifestations. Skeletal involvements may manifest as bone pains, pathological fractures and lytic lesions in the bone with premature osteopenia. Treatment, coming to treatment, enzyme replacement therapy is most effective treatment here, and it reverses the skeletal symptoms as the enzyme replacement therapy started. And next, other treatments are bone marrow transplants can be done. Oral agent like miglustat is done, and splenectomy is done. Prognosis: type 1 variable disease severity is seen in type 1. Type 2 rapidly progressive with death during infancy. And type 3 you see death in childhood or early childhood. Advice: follow regular blood transfusions are done. This is the case sheet. Thank you. Fundus. There was pallor and sunken eyes, that's it.
Fundus.
On ophthalmoscopy, what did you find in this case?
There was no complications with the fundus, so I didn't include in this, sir.
What can you expect?
There might be deposition in the fundus also, sir.
The genetic studies were done where?
It was done in Nampally and Hyderabad, CDFT.
CDFT. Okay.
Is there any definitive treatment for Gaucher's?
Enzyme replacement is normally done, sir.
So, that's enzyme. But it's very costly.
It's very costly.
You said there are 3 types of Gaucher's, right?
Yes.
The first one is a chronic non-neuropathic.
Chronic.
Is it an early onset or a late onset?
It is an.
Where do you find this late, this type 1, in which age group you will find?
Actually, type 1 it affects in the early childhood and rapidly it progresses. Then after that, progressive. It progresses.
Audience? This is a chronic non-neuropathic type. Where do you find this chronic non-neuropathic type of Gaucher's? In which age group?
Mostly below 10 years, you see.
Audience? Yes. Acute is a form of neuropathic type you find usually in less than 2 years, and it is fatal. What is that cell? How do you describe that cell?
Pimple paper. Crumpled tissue paper like cytoplasm.
No, the Gaucher cell. How do you describe that? Can you describe that Gaucher cell?
It was round to eccentric oval nuclei.
What type of, what will be the consistency of that cytoplasm? Beautiful, foamy. And nucleus is pushed to one side. Foamy, or it could be silky. Okay. What is a spleen? Is it mild splenomegaly, moderate?
It was massive splenomegaly.
Gaucher's can never have a mild or moderate. It is very massive. When do you say it is a massive splenomegaly?
If it is more than 12.5 centimeter spleen, there is a range.
Okay, right.
Thank you, sir. So like Niemann-Pick's disease, no? Like Niemann-Pick's disease, it has a neurodegenerative complications and all. In this, you don't find it as early as possible when the disease is affected here. So you need even the enzyme. It is a metabolic disease. It's a metabolic disorder normally. It's a neurological report.
Thank you everyone.